What's up, y'all? In this video, we've got 3 tips to help you teach your child to read. This is gonna be quick, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be exciting, and this doesn't have to be as hard as you think. So tip number 1, we're gonna jump right into it. The number 1 thing you need to do, you need to know how reading works. You've gotta know how to teach this, and we're not gonna teach a bunch of stuff at once. This isn't like, let's teach them how to rhyme, and let's teach them how to write, and let's teach them how to spell. No. We're gonna teach them the letter sounds, or we're gonna teach them how to combine them together. We might teach them both, but we don't need to do a ton of stuff when we're just getting started. If this is beginning to read, right? Beginning to read, here's what your kid needs. We're gonna do a simple word like the word pot. Your kid needs to know what these sounds say. This is p, t, and they need to know how to blend them together. Pot, pot. So as we get started, that is all we are going to teach. At the very beginning, y'all, I've got these sound flashcards on my website. You don't need to buy the fancy ones. You can make your own with a note card. Very beginning, we're just taking 2 or 3 sounds. We're showing them to our kid and saying, what sound is this? We're gonna play games with them, have them move with them, touch them, interact. The goal is just to get their attention on the sound as much as possible so they know that this is zzz, okay? Once they've got that, we're doing blending. We can do blending out loud, where we say at, and the kid blends it, they say at. Or we can do blending written down, where we show them the sounds, we have them put it together. But what we're not gonna do is overcomplicate this and start with 1,000,001 activities. We're gonna make it really simple, y'all. We're gonna teach the sounds, we're gonna teach blending, and that's it. Tip number 2, find ways to make this fun. We don't have to sit here and just go, oh, what sound is it? What sound is this, right? We can play games with it so we can get something the kid likes. I've only got one kid. My kid likes Spider-Man, okay? If I did this video a year ago, this would have been a train. Right now, it's Spider-Man. He's into this. So I get Spider-Man. Instead of having my son say the sound, I can tell him, have Spider-Man say the sound. Guess what? He's gonna say it too. He's just gonna go like this. Zzz, right? We find ways to make it fun. We can have Spider-Man jump on the sound. We can do anything we want. We can put the sound on the other side of the room and have them run to it and hit it. Kids love that. We can have them pick up the sound and throw it as far as they can every time they say it. The goal is just to get them looking at the sound, saying the sound. You know your kid best, so find something that your kid likes, that they enjoy, a way to get them moving and interacting, and actually build that into the lesson, make it fun for them. Same thing for blending. I've done this with a kid. Actually, last week, let's take that same word, 3 sounds, let's look at it, right? He was getting tired of the lesson, so I said, all right, have Spider-Man read it. Let me take Spider-Man's little web hand, and he goes, pot. It's fun. It doesn't seem like it to you because you're an adult. That's fun for a kid. We can also have a car drive across this. We can put the little Play-Doh there and have them push down the dots every time they say it. There's a lot of ways to make this fun if you enter with the mindset of how can I make it fun. A lot of people approach reading, y'all, and they're like, all right, that's boring, I don't like it, whatever else. They're never gonna find creative ways to make it interesting because they don't think it's possible. If you come in with the mindset, tip number 2, how do I make this fun for my kid? I guarantee you, you're gonna find a great way to make this fun and engaging for your little one. And tip number 3, it's not that serious. It's not that serious. I see people, the biggest mistake they make is they never get started. They're out here studying, trying to write down a perfect lesson plan and doing all this research and reading all these books and doing all this stuff, and they never actually get started. It's like staying at your house and you want to be this great basketball player. And so you're watching all these videos of basketball players and you're studying the angle to shoot a free throw and doing all this stuff, but you never actually get on the court. What do you think is gonna happen? One of 2 things. Either you're gonna go out and you're gonna take all this time studying, you're never gonna be good, or you're never actually gonna go out and play in the first place. When you take too much time and too much energy trying to get all this stuff perfect, maybe you're binging all of my videos, trying to get every possible thing in your head before you get started, you're probably never gonna get started. And the beautiful thing about this, it's gonna sound funny, it's gonna seem like a joke, but it's not. The beautiful part is everybody sucks when they first start. Everybody sucks at teaching. You can't get around it. It's too hard. This is a skill. This took years to build. It doesn't just happen overnight like that. So if you're out here saying, okay, let me get perfect before I start, you're gonna start and you're gonna suck anyways. The only difference is now you've wasted 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, a year, waiting until you try to be good? Or start today. Suck today and get better faster. The only way to is through. The only way to where you want to be as a teacher is through, is by doing this work every day. So we take step one, we know what to teach. We don't teach all the stuff in the world, we just teach a little bit, right? Sound and blending. And we go to step two, and we say, all right, let's make it fun. Let's incorporate their interests. Let's build some stuff in. And we go to step number three, we say, don't take it that serious. Don't make it a bigger deal than it is. Go in, do a lesson with your kid. Between me and you, it's probably gonna be really quick. Maybe 60 seconds. Maybe 2 minutes. If you've done some academic stuff with your kid before, if you've built their focus a little bit, maybe you get 3 minutes out of them. The key though, is you do something and then you study what you did and you find a way to make it better. The best teachers, great teachers, if you study National Teachers of the Year, I've studied them. I've seen, what do they have in common? They teach a lesson, they do the thing, and then they go home and they think about how to make it better, and the next day they make a little fix. Every single day, if you start teaching your kid and you make a little fix between, 30 days from now, you'll have learned more than in all of my videos together. 60 days from now, your kid is gonna be way further than if you took the time and you waited. You can do this, your kid can do this too, and it can be a lot easier, a lot more fun, and a lot more engaging than you think. If you need help getting started, I've got a free beginning reading training in the description of this video that's gonna help you do just that. We talked a little bit about these letter sounds, teaching these sounds. In that training, I'm gonna show you not only how to teach the sounds, but how many to do at a time and when to move on to the next group of sounds. We're gonna cover blending. So if you're looking at this and you're saying, all right, there's no way that my kid can put those 3 sounds together, guess what? I'm gonna show you how many sounds to start with and how to start combining those sounds in a way that your kid understands. It's 30 minutes and it's gonna cost you $0.99. Just kidding, it's gonna cost you $0, nothing, completely free. Completely free, okay? So that beginning reading workshop is in the description of this video. Feel free to check it out. I've got lots of other videos on this page that can help you get started. The key though is, we don't need to spend all of our time learning. You don't need to binge every video. You don't need to watch every training. You just need to make the commitment to teach a little bit, to make it fun, and to get started with your level up. So I hope this is helpful. Until next time, I'll talk soon.